Well, it's a disease. You have a disease. Marek said that, my father, a couple years ago, after this mental abuse, mental torture, mental anguish, threats mentally on account of others, including animating with my cousin. But what strikes me bizarre is like, if you talk about disease or disorder, I mean, he's really, it's like people abusing you, hurting you any way kind of possible psychologically, and then they blame it on bipolar disorder too. And Marek says you gotta go to the hospital, you gotta go to the doctor, you gotta take your meds. Like it's no meds will help me. Maybe like sedative or I don't know, intoxication, but it's like that's not even it. That makes things worse. Especially when I was going through, I wasn't aware of this mental telepathy contact. I was aware, but I was just like, I couldn't believe how out in the open everyone would hide their real selves, but in their mentality, they will let you know, and they will put you down like you're hurting them, you're abusive, you're the worst person in the world, you're evil, Lucas, this and the other thing. But underneath it all, they would just they just wouldn't show it. They would say, oh, you have a bipolar disorder. It's you can't have it both ways. But that's one of the ways to hide, isn't it? That's one of the ways to hide. It's one of the ways to hide. To claim you're schizophrenic or something. And now all of a sudden, you covered up your grounds. As I'm driving, there's cars with LED lights, and I'm just thinking, the foundation is laid out. It's like walking in a valley or a path of thorns, and there's thorns growing in the ground. There's people planting thorns in the ground. So, that's eventually there'll be flowers growing out of those thorns or those stems, but there's thorns, And yeah, there's a flower that grows out. I mean, it does some good, but it hurts you in the long run. And then, I just wonder what kind of excuse would the auto industry or the light bulb industry or United States of America, the government and state of New Jersey give for, abusing LED headlights, just too many lumens shining brightly. Excessive force like thorns in every kind of stem, It just, it's right, and the people, a lot of times they'll tell you the truth right in the open, in a menacing way, hiding the truth they reveal. Yeah. But anyway, that's just just what I've been thinking about, and I already talked about the day. It was the morning, like 6 a.m. When Marek over there said that he was pulling out, with his van. I was terrified. I thought something horrible was going to happen to me, something I didn't deserve, it was just a very shocking day. I'm in a much better place, even though, like, in life-wise, I'm not, but, it's like, it's 5 after 7, I gotta be there in 25 minutes to my job, and, I spent like 30-40 minutes just looking over YouTube, my videos, and I watched some videos, and I was like, where did the time go, man? It's like I got sucked in, warped in, So this is just a daily vlog. I don't do those much anymore, especially with my cell phone like that. But I got 24 minutes now to work, and it really just boggles my mind. It really boggles my mind. It's like at every step, you take, every glance, the infrastructure it's set up for failure. It's set up for some kind of abuse, and it's almost hidden in plain sight. There's I don't want to say excuses, but the reasons behind it. Well, there's deceit and reasons behind it. And it's laid out with. I don't think it's a concrete foundation. I think it has a lot of cracks. It's just it's just so conjointed together, and there's other forms, and people just respect it too much. So you can't break out that concrete. You can't swipe away that faulty asphalt away. as the stems continue to grow right through it, if you will. I'm just, I'm just metaphorically bound this morning, I should really write something about that, put it into work, but I just really wanted to talk about it. Marek and his example, and Adam over there, and another kid from Avenel, what's his name, Alex, is another example. This mental contact, and you can really mess with somebody's mind. You can really mess with somebody's mind to the point, you'll degrade them, and you'll take every inch. I mean, you'll take every breath out of them. You'll take the joy of life out of them. You can really depress somebody, and with menace and even lies. You can make somebody else feel what you want them to feel, what you feel, or you could you could plant some seeds in their mind that just shouldn't be there. People do that in person too. People do that in person. They will get you aggravated. They want you to lose your mind. They want you to get angry. They see confrontation on these people. But imagine this mental contact, and jokes and lulls. This I goof around, but it's like I don't go and fucking harass and abuse anybody repeatedly to the point where just they're like these individuals, they wanted me to take my life. It's just like and that happened to me for almost years ago. They went out of their way to do that to me with this mental contact, but in the face front, kind of sort as well, just very shy and cowardly, very indifferently, especially my aunt, my relative there, and Martha Scarupa, and Donna over there. That's why a lot of times I call Donna, I just ridicule her. I want to see, I want to expose, I want to show the world what she really is like. Including Marek over there, last time I tapped him a little on the head, said, "All right, little boy, go to sleep." Now he laughed. He thought it was cute. He thought it was funny. That's just the norm. It's not just a dysfunctional family. It's I don't know what to call it anymore. It's it's unreasonable people, sadistic, unempathetic, no compassion, no compassion whatsoever, no decency, cowardly and weak in the mind. But writing through the stems of torture and hatred.